We're back for another episode of Love, Marriage, and Travel podcast. Thanks for everybody that's just been, rocking out with us so far. And
Yes,
thanks for everybody for their patience that's right now
we
on the
definitely
chat
appreciate
with
it.
us on Station Head app, and they're following Stereotype. Just make sure y'all keep
Yep,
doing
hit
that.
that
Make
link.
sure, yes, hit the link. Make sure y'all share.
Yes,
We appreciate everybody who's been sharing so far our
definitely.
page. Follow us on Instagram, Love, Marriage, and Travel Podcast.
Yep, or at King Dante 19.
Yes, or Nurse Halls _19.
Yep, definitely. All right. So, what's up, babe? How you been? You good? Listen, we are here with y'all. You see this right here?
Yes, just setting the vibe and letting y'all
Yeah.
know. For the ones that's listening, I got my wine
Yes, we do.
and I currently have my candle, and we vibing out right now. Clink, clink, babe.
Clink, clink.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, how was your weekend, babe? How you feeling?
And like you don't know how my weekend was.
Yeah, I mean, but everybody don't know how your weekend was, dude.
Well, my weekend was actually great. This weekend, it was my little cousin's birthday, and we went to Showboat, and it was an indoor water park.
Okay.
I think it's called Island Water Park,
Right.
and we had fun. The party was definitely. She had an amazing time. Her mother did a great job with her party.
That's awesome.
But for me, the park itself, I would never go there on the weekend. It was just too crowded there. And then just how like the locker rooms was where you go change it, I just did like it was just too crowded.
Yeah.
But relaxing, my daughters had a great time. Again, my cousins had a great time. So it was really a nice thing for them. It's just I don't know.
You just didn't like the clutterness, I guess.
The clutter, yeah. It
Yeah.
didn't give me how what's the one that we always go to? Kalahari.
Kalahari. Yeah,
And the
Kalahari.
Poconos. If anybody has ever been to Kalahari and the Poconos,
Yeah.
that is such
It's an experience in itself.
It's a huge
it's like going to
indoor water
Africa.
park.
It's like going to Africa inside the water park, like a water park in
yeah,
Africa.
it gives you kind of like the African theme
Yeah.
vibe up there, and they have an indoor and they also have an outdoor water park,
Yeah.
and the adult rides like it is the rides are crazy in there.
Yes.
If anybody has been there, you would know that they have this ride that's like a toilet bowl in there, and they tell you,
Crazy.
they advise you to not go in if you
If
cannot
you
swim.
Cannot swim.
Yeah, because it drops you like a toilet
Yeah.
bowl, like the flush.
And I mean, you will literally drown probably because honestly, like I almost drowned. Like I felt myself go under, and I thought I knew where I was at. And then next thing I know, it's like, hold up, I'm not above the water yet, and it was scary a little bit.
Yeah,
I ain't
and
gonna lie.
then another thing about Kalahari is that they have the adult section. They have all around the park is adult sections where you can have your big drinks. They
Yeah.
have the drinks that are about like.
They got a cave.
Yeah,
That's what you was about to say.
Yeah, because they
Cave.
have another adult section where there's a cave in there. You can go in there with your huge drinks and just relax at the pool. And then
Yeah.
the
It's a
last
little
time
freaky, too.
I went there, I had celebrated my birthday. That was a few years ago.
Yeah.
And we experienced the outdoor part of it as well. So it was just much space. They had a bigger space for locker room and for changing. And then
Yeah.
along with that, you can stay on the resort.
Which is huge, by the way.
Yes.
I mean, they got
and-
nice rooms. They got
Yes.
multiple suites throughout and different themes.
Right.
Like,
And remember that time we was there, we saw someone cleaning like their penthouse suite?
Yes, I still. You know what? That's it.
Like that's still a plan for us to do that
That's the
penthouse
plan.
suite.
The plan is the penthouse suite because honestly, that thing was huge. It had like a pool table in the middle of the living room. You got a kitchen. You had like I think it was like 5 bedrooms.
Yeah, it was a lot of space in there. So
Yeah.
definitely that's if anybody's looking like to go to like an indoor water park
Hit us
and
up.
have a big crowd, like hit us up because we
Yeah.
can all get together and have a great time there. Another thing about if you buy a room or book a room to stay at Kalahari, you automatically get free park passes. So you can use it on the days of your stay. You can use it if you stay in one night, you can use it that night and then the next day. So
Yep.
that's the good thing about Kalahari. It is a little pricey, but it's worth the money that you spend for it.
Yeah. And you know what though? Let me tell you something. If you go online to cheapair.com
Yeah.
and you put in Love, Marriage, Travel Podcast. You know what I mean? You see where I'm going with this?
Right. Go on Cheap Air, and you can book hotel rooms through Cheap Air and get some, discounts. They are a little cheap on there.
Yeah.
But Kalahari, if you have any questions about it, I'm more than happy to tell you guys.
Hit us up in the comments. Let us know.
Yeah, it's for everyone, kids, adults. But for me, like, there's a section for my kids to go to, and then there's a section for me to go to and have the biggest drink that I want, frozen margarita, and enjoy my time. So
yeah, I know that's right. So
but yeah, hit us up, like, in the chat, comment, let us know what was the best water park you ever been to.
Yeah.
Because we told you ours was Kalahari. That was the best one.
Yeah.
We've been to Sahara Sands. I don't think they're called that anymore.
Yeah.
I've been to Cocoa Keys.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, and
I mean, nothing against them though, because to each his own.
No,
but
there was one that we went to in Florida too.
Yeah, I can't really.
Was it Wet and Wild?
I think it was
Wet and Wild.
Yeah, Wet and Wild.
That indoor water park was nice too.
Was it indoor?
No, I'm sorry. That was an outdoor. I apologize. That was an outdoor water park, but still, it was amazing. It is always a ride that I would never get on. That's that ride that you slide down. You got to cross your hands, and it drops you.
It drops you down.
Yeah,
I mean, I
me.
don't know why. Like,
no,
you could swim. You good.
No.
And heights, you're not afraid of heights, so.
Yeah, but I don't like the feeling of like just sitting there, just something just drops you down.
All right,
I'd rather. And then I don't like things too steep.
Right. Well, let me ask you this though, right? Because we was just talking about our favorite water park,
right?
But can we talk about something that's not all that great, like the
not all that great places that we've been to?
Yeah, because I mean, it's two ways to every story and every So, what about the ones that we haven't had such a great time at? Do you know? I know what mine is, of course.
Well, so if we go back to if we go to the water park thing, I would say that Cocoa Keys really wasn't my favorite water park to go to.
Right.
I didn't like the smell of, as soon as I walk in, that chlorine just hit you, and I can't even breathe. So I didn't. That was some. I mean, it is good to have chlorine. I mean, it clean, but when it's too much and you can't even open your eyes, what's the point of you being at that water park?
Exactly.
So I see somebody in the chat also wrote Blizzard Beach.
Yeah.
I've been there as well. That's in Florida, and that's a good water park. I had a good time in there.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody that's in the chats right now.
Yes.
That's tuning in with us, whether it's through video or audio.
Yes. You can look us. You can catch up on our old episodes as well.
Yep.
You can go on YouTube. Episode 3 is up now, and it's a visual, so you can see me and Dante vibing with our wine.
Yes.
So you can also go on Spotify as well for the other episodes. So
1 and 2 is awesome to me. I listen to those all the time, honestly.
Because that was our first 2.
Yeah.
And then we'll be on episode 4.
Yeah, I mean, we just keep getting better and better, and hopefully y'all help us get better. Let us know what you think. Start putting in requests for the songs that you want to hear.
Yes.
Go ahead and follow us on social media. Go ahead and follow us on Stereo Head. Stereotype.
Yeah. Gotta correct you. Yeah. It's okay.
Thank you. See? I got excited. That's what happened when I talk about things that I get excited about.
Right. But so I remember one of the places that we went to that was the worst place.
Yes.
Was Myrtle Beach. Now, before anybody, write in the comments, Myrtle Beach is so decent.
Yeah.
We put in a I'm sorry. Something just happened on my phone. I apologize. When we went to Myrtle Beach, we had a good time. However,
yes,
there was a place that we stayed at, and it was horrible.
Right. But you know what? Before you go any further, we're going to pay some bills real quick. You feel me?
Oh yeah.
Because I want you to really like let loose on this one because they deserve it.
Yeah, because I got to let y'all know what I experienced in Myrtle Beach before y'all judge me and say Stephanie don't know what she's talking about.
I never let her go off, but this one she deserved to go off.
Let me tell y'all, okay? As soon as we come back after paying these bills, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna let y'all know.
All right, y'all. See y'all in a second. Yeah.
Yeah, we are back.
We back. This feel good, don't it?
It does.
It does feel good, right?
But so going back to what I was saying before we had to pay our bills.
Yes, ma'am.
We were talking about the worst place we went to in Myrtle Beach, or the worst hotel we stayed at in Myrtle Beach. I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head, but
I'm gonna put it in the comments on the video.
I'm definitely gonna put it in the comments as soon as I get the name of it. But so the outside of this resort was really nice.
It was.
It had 3 buildings. Mm-hmm. It had a lazy river. It was right off of the beach,
and it was huge. It was pretty big.
Yeah, and it was, the outside looked really nice, and it was really close to that thing that was like the Hollywood with all the stores. Kind of remind you of City Walk, how Florida was, but it was the different restaurants and the water and everything.
Yeah.
And if y'all know what I'm talking about, if you ever been to Myrtle Beach, put in the chat what's the name of that place that everyone goes to, and it's like a different restaurants and stores.
Yeah.
But the resort wasn't too far from there. So anyway, we went there. It was me, Dante, and the kids. And first night, everything was good. We had it was 2 rooms. It was also kitchen and everything. We had a nice balcony. So the first day we got there was nice.
Very nice.
We all went to sleep. Well,
prior, because before we went to sleep, at the time we was making sure that we would like check the beds and stuff, because at the time I was coming from working in the hotel business.
Yeah.
And the hotel that I worked at wasn't all that great. So
he knew like how to where to check and
do like thorough checks for like bed bugs and things of that nature. So we do the check and we like, oh, okay, this is pretty good, right?
Yeah, we didn't see nothing. We felt good. Go to sleep in our regular PJs and go to bed.
Yeah.
So in the midst of me and Dante doing what lovers do when they go to bed.
Yeah.
We noticed that.
Got them draws, dog.
We noticed that we kept scratching. It was like a burning feeling.
No, hold on. Time out. Pause.
Not that type of feeling there before anybody started thinking.
It wasn't a burning feeling, okay?
No, my leg. Dante, I'm going to be real to how I felt.
Okay, well.
So I had a itching on like my thigh, and it was burning really, really bad.
Right.
And I didn't know what was going on because I know I didn't feel that before I went to bed.
Right.
So Dante started saying, I'm itching too. But
I was. It was weird.
To be graphic, it was his behind, you guys. He kept scratching his behind.
And she like, go hop in the shower.
Yeah, like, why are you scratching? Why are we both scratching? And so we just so happened to go into the bathroom, and it was just like a shit.
G type thing, yeah.
What the hell was on Dante's ass?
It was all right. First of all, it wasn't my butt though. Let's be clear. It was like all right, so it was like the side of my rib that wrapped around my back,
but it was huge. Whatever it was, it grew.
The top of my buttocks. All right, so let's just be clear on that.
And then on my leg, it was huge.
Yeah.
Come to find out, we got bit.
And it was clusters.
Yes.
So it looked like it was one big one, but it was just a whole bunch of
That's why I said it covered your ass, because it was going
That shit
up.
got me itching now.
Just thinking about it. But anyway.
Damn.
We found out, hey, we got bed bugs.
Well, they had bed bugs.
And we were bitten. So, I think we turned on the lights, and we didn't see it on the mattress. However,
the pillow, I think.
No, that's the second time.
Oh, okay.
So we went to complain. They came up. I guess they had to verify it.
Yeah.
They pulled up the mattress and the wood and everything, and you saw the bed bugs.
Colonies.
So They had to take our stuff. Ugh. Yeah, and the ones that are listening right now, Dante is like really going through something.
I'm over here.
He's scratching because it's ill. It's really nasty, and you think like you laying down to be comfortable. You're in a hotel, and then you get bit up, ill. So, we complained. They had to take all of our clothes. They had to put in like a large dryer. They took all of our stuff.
Professionally dried it.
They assured us. They said, "Hey, we're going to give you, we're going to comp you food and everything like that." Which this resort, the food was good.
Well, that wasn't what happened the first time.
No, that was
the first time.
Yeah, that was the first time. Right. So they comped us food, and they said, "Hey, we'll move you over to the other building."
You're right, another building.
So we said, "Okay, great." So in our head, maybe it's just this particular room or this particular building.
Right.
The lady said a lot of travelers come, so this is this happens. Yeah. Whatever, get us up out of this room.
Right.
We went to the next room. I want to say maybe the next day. Now we're still kind of like our legs burning. We had to go get stuff because
I feel like it was the same night, but okay, go ahead.
No, next it wasn't because we was the next day because this is my niece.
Yeah, the kids. Yeah.
So our legs in behind is still burning, so we had to go out and get things. And then, like, you have alcohol, so Dante went to go get bottles of alcohol and spray. We was just spraying around, spraying us everywhere because that was a horrible experience to go through.
It was.
Next day, we was swimming and everything. The food was good.
It was. They had a pool table, too.
The pool table, the lazy river. We did all of that.
It was nice.
That night, my niece, who also went with us, I thought she was lying, and I yelled at her because I'm like, "Stop lying! Like, you're
over-exaggerating.
You're over-exaggerating."
Right.
And she was like, "No, Stephanie, I'm not." And she said, "Come here." And I looked on her pillowcase, and long and behold, it was a huge bed bug. At that point, Dante said, "We had another night there." Dante said, "That's it. We're packing up now."
Yep.
I went to complain. I said, "I want my whole money back. I don't want no more comps of food. None of that.
Nothing you could do."
They gave me back $400. They gave me back all my money.
Yep.
And that definitely left a damper in our mind about Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I never
Now,
go back.
I have been to Myrtle Beach before with relatives, and I had a good time, and I didn't experience bed bugs when I went with them. So I definitely want to go again. So hit me up in the chat. Let me know if there's any other places in Myrtle Beach that you guys have been to.
No, thank you.
See, Dante, Myrtle Beach is really a nice place to go to. Like, it really is. Don't let that one experience stop you from going back.
I consider it.
We are going to go back, but hit us up in the chat. Let us know any places you recommend for us to go to Myrtle Beach, because I'm willing to go back. I'm willing to take Dante back again for us to have a better experience. I would take my kids back again because the beach itself is really nice.
Yeah, and then I think we wound up going to like a nice pier. Or what was that? Like, it was like a pier or something?
So that's what I was talking about. It kind of reminded me of City Walk there in Florida, where it was like a pier and it had everything.
So that was nice, right? Though, right? But that was like something that you do outdoors, and it gave you like a different view of where we was at, because it was like beach, and then out of nowhere it's like, oh, this is a nice pier. It was like weird, out of nowhere.
But those bed bugs, and then the thing that made us even mad is the fact of that we moved from another building over to another building, and it
was huge.
They were so big
that was scary.
I said, y'all shouldn't even have nobody in this establishment at all.
And I told her, I said, go ahead, babe, go off on them.
Yeah, that's the one time that he would let me go off, and if people know me, if people know my mother and how we get down, I went off.
Dogtown, baby.
I start bringing the book. I'm going to sue.
Yeah.
I am relatives with the owner. Yeah, I go that far because someone going to pay me for everything I've been through. And if anybody ever got bit from a bed bug, y'all know that.
It's not good at all.
So,
not good at all.
But that wasn't the one place that was the worst place that we've been to, or the worst vacation.
The worst vacation?
I know. So I would say it was the worst vacation, but we had a horrible time, like, just with going down there.
Where?
We've been here a couple times. I'm going to say we've been here a couple times after this one time, but the year we got married, we decided to go to Wildwood. And at the time, it was just me, Dante, my son, and my stepdaughter.
Okay.
And first, with
Wow.
me, we was really adamant about going because my car was messed up. So
Oh yeah.
we drove.
Her car wasn't messed up, FYI.
It wasn't messed up at that point, but it was like Dante really didn't want to go, and I kept pushing to go. And of course, to please me, we wound up going. And my car, I think it was like the water pump or something like that.
So what happened?
It basically
It's okay. Say it.
It broke down. I had to get it.
She blew the engine. The engine blew.
Who was driving? I wasn't driving.
Listen.
But anyway, we had to get a tow truck to come out. It was raining. Dante was annoyed. I was annoyed. So what we wound up doing the next day was we wound up catching a train down.
Yes.
So
what an experience.
Yeah, we 30th Street.
Whenever we catch public transportation together, there's always some craziness that happen that I can't even make up. Like, this is real life stories.
Yeah, like,
if it's not two homeless people fighting on the bus, racism,
something happened.
It's something crazy, like literally.
So we got on a train to go to Wildwood.
Yes.
And we had a good time. However, I don't know what particular hurricane or storm this was that came, but it was basically they came on the news and they was like, everybody got to evacuate Wildwood.
Yes.
You got to get out. We still sitting in the hotel. People start boarding up windows and we looking like, all right, we caught the train down here.
Yeah.
So,
matter of fact, I think your godmom was there too.
Yes. So they
wound up driving with the kids.
Our kids. Yep. Me and Dante had to wait to get home. And mind you, Wildwood is that island. Yeah. So it's that one road of everybody trying to get off of that. Basically, everybody trying to get off the island.
Listen.
So there was
apocalypse, I'm your God. That's all I'm gonna say before she says anything else. It was so many people
trying to get on the bus that Dante got to the point where he said he was about to steal a cop car. And if anybody is listening right now that's a cop, he didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Because his life, he felt like he wasn't getting off this island and everybody, they kept saying evacuate and this, that. He felt as though
crucial.
The only way to protect us is that he was going to steal this cop car.
Yeah. It was going down.
And then it was just like this last bus that was leaving, so everybody trying to get on the bus, and it was just
damn it, we was getting on that bus.
We will sock somebody. We getting on this bus.
It was about to be
off this island.
Yeah, because I ain't gonna lie, I be thinking that sometimes like a tsunami's gonna come. And they know that it's about to happen, so they tell people last minute. And then if you quick enough to get off, then you made it.
Yeah, but that moment,
I'm making it.
Yeah, that was
That's why
horrible.
I said at the end of the day, if apocalypse happen, I'm your guy because we gonna make it. You know what I mean? I'm fighting my way. I'm still in the cop car. Everything. I don't care.
Right. So I want y'all to go in the chat. Y'all let me know if there was ever like a worst vacation for y'all. Was it ever a worst? Basically, it's just started off bad.
Yeah.
Like, I've known people that went on trips, like, they got bit by a dog, everything, all before they get on the plane. It's just so much stuff going on. So, hit us up in the chat. Let us know. Was there anything crazy that you experienced before going on a trip? Or have you experienced a horrible hotel
experience?
Yeah, like, let us know.
It could have been a flight. I remember, and this is off topic a little bit, right? So, I remember during one of our trips, somebody said, "Oh, this is the worst vacation ever." But we was like 70,000 feet in the air on a plane, and the next thing you know, it really almost became the worst trip because all this turbulences came out of nowhere. So
no, see, I'm gonna tell y'all, we gonna pay another bill. Y'all request some more songs, but I'm gonna tell y'all why I said this was. I never said the worst trip. I said it was the worst flight ever. Okay. And I'm gonna explain to y'all. We're gonna get into this because I don't appreciate Dante bringing it up.
Y'all find out.
All right. So now let me just go back into what Dante was talking about to try to say that what I said. He was talking about this in Bahamas, right? To Bahamas.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that, but yeah.
So he tried to say that I said it was the worst trip, and then boom, it was like all this turbulence in the air.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say it was the worst trip. The turbulence, yes, that happened. Mm-hmm. What was going on was this little kid sitting behind me. It kept kicking my chair. And I kindly asked the mom, I kindly said, please, can you get your child? He's kicking my chair, and he's taking his little foot, and he's pressing really hard into my chair. She looked at me. She said, okay. But the child continued to do that for the 4 hours that we remained on that plane.
Yeah.
And at that point, yes, I cussed. I said, get your effing child. I said it to my head. I didn't turn around and say it to her. But I did turn around at a point of frustration and say, excuse me, can you please get your child? And I think she was like 4 and everything. But, I mean, that don't make a difference. Like, get your child. Who wants to sit on a plane with a little kid pressing their foot? And it was like he was tap dancing, like he was singing songs, and every beat of the song he kept pressing his foot into my chair. I didn't want to sit up there and deal with that through the whole ride. So yes, this was the worst plane ride ever.
I get it. I really do get it. So my thing is, when you did that though, it was like you didn't, because we was just talking about. Oh, so I feel like we're going so far off topic, but it's okay. It's okay.
But it's okay. Only thing that Dante was just trying to say is basically when I said that boom, the turbulence just started. The turbulence, basically, it was just crazy at the time when I made that comment.
Right.
So then it was just like, oh my God, my life is in danger. Let me shut up, Lord. I'm sorry for, talking bad about whatever.
Basically.
And then that's how it was. But
Basically.
I don't care. Anybody out there that ever sat through a ride, y'all know y'all not sitting through no ride unless some little kid.
But we don't know if the little boy was autistic or what. Like,
okay,
it was just like,
so
she was so hard. I was like, calm down.
Now, why would I have done that when we have an autistic child of our own?
No,
so I understand. However,
I agree.
When you have an autistic child, then you should know that you should keep your child close and keep your child's feet from touching other people, because that's not fair for someone to pay $300 for a flight and they got to deal with someone tap dancing on their back. That's not fair.
That's true. That's very much true. Lady, control your kids, okay?
Yeah, control your kid.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
damn.
So just kind of like
we're catching fire.
What we get into the topic of the night.
Yes.
And if anybody follow me on Instagram or follow Dante on Instagram or the Love, Marriage, and Travel podcast on Instagram, you will see that we put up a topic. It is rekindling the flame.
Now, rekindling the flame.
Yes.
All right. That don't necessarily just mean, right?
No, that doesn't mean smashing or the sounds that Dante was making with his leg. No, that doesn't mean that. Rekindling the flame, when I look at it as when you're with somebody and you basically have this same routine every day that you do.
Right.
Get up. In our instance, in our case, we get up.
Yeah, we get
take
up.
the kids.
Yep.
Get them dressed.
Yep.
Go to work.
Go to work. First of all, drive to work.
Yeah, drive.
Because that is extremely
exhausting.
Exhausting.
They get to school. We go to work.
Yep.
We get off of work.
Get off of work.
Whether if it's my child going to dance class or we are going home, then we eat.
Or the just in general the day-to-day
We'll be back to bed.
Yeah.
And we're asleep.
And the cycle that we do every day, Monday or Tuesday through Thursday.
Right.
For the most part.
And then by the time we are done doing everything, we're tired. Fall asleep off of what's that game show we watch?
Family Feud.
Family Feud.
Yeah.
That's been me and Dante
routine. Yeah.
And we're so tired that we forget, the intimacy. We're too tired to be intimate with one another.
Yeah.
So for us, it's kind of like, where's that spark? It becomes, it's okay for us to say this because, again, we're not hurting each other's feelings, but it becomes boring after a while, and we get bored with one another.
Damn. Cut my soul.
We get bored because we're doing this. Anyone that does the same routine every single day, you're going to get bored. You get bored.
Yeah.
But if you don't communicate that with your partner, then things could go left. You got to be able to tell your partner, like we said in our last episode, your wants and your needs.
Yeah.
Tell your partner, hey, like, I don't want to keep doing this. I want to do something else. Because that's what makes the relationship last. Telling your partner your wants and your needs, communicating to them.
In the mild manner.
Yeah.
Because, a lot of things is not necessarily what you say, it's how you say it and the tone that you deliver the message.
That is true, the delivery.
That's very, very important.
Because for me, and I've been like this, if you yell at me trying to say something, then I'm not even listening to you.
I think just because you're short, I think that's part of your that's part of who you are. Like you like, yeah.
Well, I've always talked loud.
Yeah, and I'd be like, why are you yelling at me?
Yeah, he always think that, but when he gets mad, it's like Hawk angry. That's how he gets, and it's like no calming him down or anything. So,
wow.
so with him, when he gets angry and I'm yelling, it's like they don't mix. So for us, what we have learned is that to talk things out.
Yes,
we have in the past we wasn't like letting each other know how we felt, which turned left for us because that led to infidelity because we wasn't brave enough or adult enough to come to each other and say, hey, this is what I need from you.
Yeah.
And, what do you need from me? It's okay asking your partner, or telling your partner how you feel.
Yeah.
And that it could be in so many different aspects. If it's something that you're not satisfied with, in the bedroom, or if you want to kink it up a little bit, let your partner know.
We're the ski masks.
We never did that, so I don't know where that idea is coming from.
I'm just throwing it out there. Like, we're the ski masks. It's pink ski masks, right?
Or
anybody ever try anything?
Role play?
Yeah, role play.
I mean,
what would I be?
Because
I'm kind of, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of on the chubby side.
I mean, I don't know, babe. We never got to that point yet.
I mean, you don't just go around telling everybody your love life or what you did.
I mean, I don't. But
but you just
whatever's floats your boat. If that is something that you decide to do, if you into that, hey, you tell your partner that, hey, I want to spice things up. Let's be cops and robbers. Let's be,
catch a girl, freak a girl.
Hey, whatever you feel as though if that's something that you like, that's it. Even if it's watching something, a no-no. Hey.
A no-no.
Yeah, maybe you want to.
For those that don't know what a no-no is.
We said this last episode, so you got to go catch up. Yeah, but
it's a pornographic.
It's porno, okay? Yeah. I just nicknamed it say no-no. Yeah. But even if that's something that you want to watch and you want your partner watching it with you, relay that. It's all about communication. Communication is key. And you guys are going to always keep hearing me say that because that's really what is making us last as long as we have because we communicate with one another.
Yeah. But for those, because see, we kind of, I feel like we are on a level of it's like the honeymoon level.
Really?
Except for, let me finish. It's a honeymoon level, magnified times 10. Now, understand something when I say this. The honeymoon level, you could take that look at each other and be like, okay, we about to do something, right? The honeymoon level is, everything is peachy and fine. It's up to you, We both nonchalant about it. Whatever you want to do, You hang up first, right?
That's the beginning stages, right?
Yeah, so that's what I mean when I say the honeymoon level. Now, for those people that might not be necessarily on that honeymoon level, can we go into specific details real quick of just a few different aspects of making sure that how to rekindle that flame. Just a few key points.
So for me, again, rekindling the flame for me is communication for one.
Right.
That's definitely top for me. And then being able to also, take time out for one another.
Yes.
Make that quality time for one another.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do things, take the time out. You want to do things together. Find out the things that your interest, your partner's interest.
Right.
And a lot of that is in the beginning. When you're getting to know your partner, sometimes it may not be in the beginning, and you may be in a relationship with somebody, and you may find out things further down, like how we kind of did. Found out more about each other after being married for 11 years.
Yeah.
And no, we're not married for 11 years now, but at the time, that's what we found out more and more about each other. Like,
Yeah.
wow, I didn't know you like
a
this.
lot of, and the thing is this, a lot of people don't take time out to get to know somebody, especially in today's age. Everything is quick and instant, right? Because,
you know, when you're dating and you're courting each other, you're doing all these things to keep a person.
Right.
But then when that person makes that okay decision, let's get married. And then...
Or before even marriage, because, you know, I mean, I feel like if we're dating now, we're talking about dating now, like things are a lot more faster and quicker. So, it's like I don't have time to necessarily date somebody for 5 years and figure out, you know what I mean? So what do you do in that aspect of it? Like,
well, it depends, because you have people that meet people and they get married after 3 months. They feel as though, you know, that's the one for them. I mean, but regardless if it's not a situation where you're with someone for a year or two, whatever, or you're just meeting someone, I feel as though still communication is key.
Yeah.
You still want to be able, whatever you do while you're courting each other, and you decide, hey, you want to go further to the next level, I think you should still do the same that you was doing to get that person, and still do those same things while you're with that person, because I see you looking.
That's easier said than done, I think.
It's easier said than done, but for instance, if you was, you know, used to take me out everywhere, used to go different places, go out to eat here, used to give me flowers and do that.
Yeah, the flowers thing.
Yeah, we used to, that was your love language.
My love language.
So you used to do things for me. Not saying you don't do it, but when we were dating, that was you.
Yeah.
And then out of the blue, I always had some type of gift, some type of, you know.
That is true, yes.
The thought, because it was, every time I went somewhere, I always thought about getting Dante something. So the biggest thing, and I got Dante when we were dating
the gifts.
You want to say it?
No, because I'm not going to say that, but you can go ahead. Feel free.
Well, okay. Well, and you guys can comment whatever, but Dante got a PlayStation out of me.
Yeah. Yeah. It was that good.
Yeah. But we were dating. We were dating, and it was a Christmas gift.
Yeah.
And I'm very thoughtful when it comes to Christmas. If anybody knows me,
yeah,
like,
she loves Christmas.
I can listen to somebody through the whole year and remember something that they may need or want, and then Christmas comes and boom, I give you something like, oh my God, I think you remembered. So I'm that type of person. But Dante talked about PlayStation, and I think at that time, what was it, PlayStation 3?
I think it was a 3, yeah.
So
she wound up getting it. And I mean, in fair honesty, like, I didn't think of that as, like, I was like, oh shit, she bought me a PlayStation. Like, this is a $500 machine. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I didn't think that I was worthy of that. So, thank you. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
You know. Now, but my gifts is not that bad. It's my gifts. I mean,
so the same year that he got the PlayStation, he bought me a promise ring. It was kind of like, his sister makes this joke all the time. It was like, I bought him a PlayStation. He turned around and was like, you want to be my girlfriend?
Right. So, all because of the PlayStation. You want to be my girlfriend? See, I took time, though.
And she probably listening too right now. But, yes.
Yeah, shout out to everybody that's listening.
Yes. That wasn't how it went at all. He asked me to be his girlfriend before that, but... yeah. That was a gift that, you know, I had got him, and he gave me a promise ring, and it was pink.
Yep.
Which is my favorite color.
Costs a lot of money.
Yes. And that was something that I cherished, and it was just kind of like, wow, he thought about something that I wanted, and
I paid attention.
Yeah, he paid attention.
I took my notes and I paid attention, and I passed.
So, but that was my love language, because after that, it was just like gift after gift, and then...
Oh, now I feel like you buying
I didn't buy you, okay? We're not going to say that.
Is that what we're doing here?
I didn't buy you. I didn't buy you, okay?
All right, I like it.
So, in order for him to get gifts, he did things for me, too.
I did.
We went places. We drove places.
A bunch of places.
He got me things as well. We was always... It did at the time... Like, the kids came, because my son came.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. My stepdaughter was already here. Then it was, boom, my other daughter came, and then it was just like in between.
It's like we just had a bunch of kids.
Right. It was like,
and it's weird because now that I'm thinking about it, it's like one here, one here, one here, one here. It was just everywhere.
We're not going back down that road no more.
No. Now she want a puppy.
Yeah, I do want a puppy.
So that'd be my new love language.
I don't want to have a kid no more, would a puppy be so much better?
Let's just not get a puppy and just say we did.
I think y'all should flood Dante DMs, and y'all should really like go to his Instagram page, King Dante 19, and flood his messages with "Get Stephanie a dog."
Yeah, go ahead. And while you at it, don't forget to follow us on Love, Marriage, and Travel. Now, let me ask you this though. What's another point of how to keep that spark going though, or to reunite that spark? Like, as far as, we talked about
well, for one, understanding each other love languages, and knowing, like there's different type of love languages that we can have. Right. There is words of affirmation.
Right.
Like, I am a person that, yes, I want to be told, "Oh, I love you, Stephanie. You are the best thing ever."
Oh, I love you, Stephanie.
Like,
you are the best.
You're the only one. There's no one else. Mm-mm. Like, yes, I like to be told that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. And I mean, I get it, but don't we? I mean, I know I do this all the time. Like, this is natural for me, only because I feel like it's the truth. I don't have to gaslight you in any way, shape, or form. And I feel like you shouldn't have to gaslight me in any shape.
Oh no, it's not no gaslight. This is facts. Like, how much joy have I brought to your life?
A ton.
Yes. So I mean, it's nothing wrong.
No, a ton. It's a ton of joy though. Seriously. And the thing is, I want y'all to know that when y'all look at this on YouTube or Spotify or whatever, whatever platform it's going to be on, I want y'all to know that we love y'all. And the only way that we can keep doing this is through y'all love and support.
Yes, keep sharing, keep passing the word on.
This is my love language. My love language is peace, love, and support.
Yeah.
And we need that right now in the city.
My love language is resort, travel, flight. That's my love language.
Quality. What about quality time?
We'll get into that crazy. After we pay some more bills, whatever, but my love language is beach, mimosas, all that good stuff.
Oh my God.
We'll be back though.
See y'all in a second. Yeah.
Hey. So just back to the love language that we were talking about prior. Hold
up. You moving fast.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Now listen, I ain't gonna lie.
It's just look at my cup. Like,
the music was just popping. I ain't gonna lie. The music was popping. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm gonna let you go. Where's your glass is not even filled. You gotta put some more.
I'm done mine for
you gotta put some more. I'm not. But this Moscato is really good. It's a strawberry flavor. But
yeah,
just go back into the love languages. We talked about words of affirmation. Mm-hmm. We also talked about quality time.
Yep. We talked about gifts,
receiving gifts. Mm-hmm. So now we get into another love language, physical touch.
And this one is me. Right, because for a long time, I like to be touched.
Yeah, he does.
And I'm gonna be a little transparent.
Go ahead.
For those that's not 18,
get off.
But when I used to say, "Oh, babe, touch me," you used to say, "I don't want to have sex right now." What? I didn't say that.
Ooh.
I did not say anything about sex. I just said I want you to touch me. Right? Now.
Because y'all know, ladies, the touch leads into something else.
So what? Let it lead there.
I mean, if I'm tired, I'm tired.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, for instance, I touch you plenty.
Right, because that's how we go to sleep.
Hey, babe, how you? You good? How was your day?
At night, we have to touch each other because that's our comfort. That's how we go to sleep.
Yeah, it's a cuddle moment. But just in general, and then a lot of people, they don't like to kiss. I think like this is.
So
I don't know.
with the physical touch with the love.
Not public, I think.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like PDA, but for
Yeah.
me, I'm a Cancer, so I like all of the public display of affection. I love the, like the little cheesy little movies where you're waiting right there on the bridge and then the person comes and you run into the person's arms. Like, I like stuff like that.
Right.
So, for me, physical touch and, kissing, hugs. Another moment that Dante, he does, like if I'm washing dishes or if I'm cooking or something,
Yes.
Dante will walk right past and give me a little, yep, right on the butt.
Yeah.
Now, if he don't do that and he walk past me, it's a problem.
Really?
It is.
I never knew that only because I never not smacked your butt.
Yeah.
But
Because if you didn't, it's a problem.
Now, why though? Why would that be a problem?
Because I feel like if you do it all the time, it's like a routine. I'm used to you doing that. It's like that's our love language. Like, hey, babe.
Question: if I not do it, would you feel obligated to give me some so I could do it?
Ooh, wow. You transparent today.
Say no.
No. So for me, that if you did do it, it'd be like, What's good? Like,
right.
Good? You all right?
Yeah.
And when that has happened, you got a lot of things going on in your mind. You're not thinking. So
yeah. No, I do it subconsciously though.
Yeah.
A lot of times I don't even mean I just be walking.
And for me, like, all right, so if I had a long day at work and I have noticed that I do this, Dante can just be sitting right there and I'll come in and I had a long day at work. I'm like, hey, and I'll just keep it moving. And it'd be like, dang, I ain't see you all day. No type of embrace, no type of kiss.
I need that physical connection.
And I never knew Dante was like that until we had counseling or we came together and he kind of told me the things that he liked and he wanted. And he was like, you don't hug me, you don't touch me. And when we're saying touch, it's just really like that embrace. Dante is a person sometimes where I'm always like, I want you to hold me at night.
Right.
Well, Dante turned around like, well, what about me? Like, I want to be held at night too.
Yeah.
And it's nothing wrong with that. If, I don't know if anyone has their mate and they're like that as well, chime in on the chat, let us know.
Yeah.
But, any men out there, do you want to be held by your
all right,
girl?
fellas, hold on. We're not going to sit here and say, yeah, we want to be held by a woman.
No, I'm not saying it like that. But if you want to be held at times, it's not just, the man is holding the girl or whatever the situation. Like, do you want to be held?
Yeah. And then a lot of times, so this is the thing, right? So naturally, for men and women, I believe that the connections that we make initially is physical, right? Oh yeah, he look good. Oh yeah, she look good, right? Oh, look at her butt. Oh, look at his muscle, right? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's a visual thing, but ultimately it's still physical. So
yeah, it's a physical thing.
It's like it's I think that's one of the most important things, because if you can lay next to somebody and not feel connected.
Yeah. Well, that's a problem. If you laying next to somebody and you ain't got that connection, like, that's a problem. Then that's a red flag, and you got
not necessarily a red flag.
No,
right? Yeah, conversation,
communication to be held, because that's a disconnect. Yeah. There's no way I'm laying in the bed and I don't feel the connection next to that person. We're not touching each other. It's just like, for instance, intimacy. We get it to be intimate, and then after the intimacy, we separate. Like, no, it should be a cuddling moment after that.
Right. Like, something special just happened.
Like, boom. Like, that's a love language. For me, everyone has different love languages. I'm not going to say sex is not one of them for me and Dante, but that's a part of our intimacy. That's not the only thing that only love language, because we hold hands at times. We cuddle. We definitely cuddle every night. Yeah. We kiss. So it's just basically a physical act of affection that brings that, that's one of your love languages.
Yeah. So real quick, and then we can move on. So this is a little off topic once again, right?
Dante always goes off topic.
But I'm just letting you know this is real life and this is where we are. So, we got this bed at home, right? Our bed is like, I don't know if it's memory foam. I don't know if it's moon foam. I don't know. Whoever made this bed is like amazing, right? Because Stephanie could be on her side, I could be on my side, and all before the other beds that we had, when she would get up, I would know. Yeah. So whenever she got ready to go to the bathroom in the morning or get up in the middle of the night, I grab her and she'd be like, I'm going to the bathroom. But this bed is amazing.
Yeah, because he don't feel like
I don't feel her move at all.
I could be in the bathroom and out here he be like, babe. And I be like, I'm in the bathroom.
So now the crazy part is I'm starting to just keen in. Like mentally, like I feel you mentally leaving me. I know it sounds weird and sound like I'm just making shit up. Excuse my language, but it's the truth. Like I could really feel you. Like when I'm asleep and I'm dreaming about whatever I'm dreaming, when you move, I could really like feel your spirit move away from me. Aww. So shout out to the people that make that bed. We're gonna get y'all on here as a sponsor because y'all got some good beds. Seriously.
Yeah. So me and Dante got this thing too, which is I used to work overnight. Mm-hmm. I was working during the day, and then I was turning around and working at night. I'll be only home for maybe about 2 hours.
Oh man, I need to drink
Dante could not deal with that, and I couldn't deal with it either. And we used to argue all the time, but at nighttime, like that was go to bed. We go to bed with each other, and that's that. We have not been apart.
Yeah. In eons.
Yeah. Like we had our little issues up and down here, and when we our quote unquote separation for a day.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. You know, at the end of the day,
we just haven't been apart. And like that, when he's gone, I'm missing him. It's like it don't feel right in the bed. Like
and vice versa.
I can't get no sleep.
Yeah.
And we're like that. So it was kind of like I didn't quit my job because of that, but it was hard not being, home with him, not being home with my kids. So it was just, that's one of our love language. We have to be going to bed with each other each night.
Yeah.
Cuddling. He put his leg on top of me and it'd be hot. And
I mean, listen, I sleep with the air conditioner all year round.
Yes, he does. He does.
And no, I ain't gonna tell y'all that. But anyway, I sleep with the air conditioner all year round. But that brings us into
our other love language. Another love language is act of service.
Yes.
Now, when people think of the word service, you think about submitting.
R. Kelly, maybe.
No.
Allegedly.
No.
I'm not
when you are of service to your mate, that's basically doing little things for your partner to make a little things easier for him. So, for me, Dante, he gets up, he takes the kids, he'll drive. When Dante he had injured himself, his leg about a couple months ago. Yeah. He was down for maybe about 2-3 months.
Yeah.
He could not drive.
Couldn't walk.
He was in a walker inside the living room.
First
he stayed.
It was a wheelchair. I was wheelchairing around.
He stayed in the living room. So to make things easier for him, I did the driving. I took the kids to school. I made sure he had his breakfast. I made sure he had his lunch.
Yeah, she did.
Did things for him. When Dante was able to get back on his feet, stuff that I was doing. Like, again, the kids is always going to be something like towards the kids.
Yes.
He does laundry for me. He'll make sure the kids ate before I got home.
So in a sense, for those who watch a lot of television, it's like Oprah and Stedman, right?
No, we are not Oprah and Stedman.
No, I'm talking about the act of service.
No, it's not even the act of service. We're not even going to compare to Oprah and Stedman.
All right.
Act of service.
I thought that was a good comparison. I mean, not for us per se, but just because you think about it, right? Oprah goes out, she makes the money.
And Stedman just sits his behind him. No, we're not.
I'm not saying us.
I'm not saying us. I don't want that type of service for our listeners either.
I mean, but maybe it might fit somebody. I don't know.
Well, if it fits you, you know what? Hey,
let us know.
let us know in the comments.
Right now,
let us know
I'm
if
so
you
serious. I need
you're like
everybody
Oprah
to
Stedman.
right now
Let us know
in the chat and let us know in the comments as well. All right.
What I refer to saying, what of service are you to your mate? Like the act of service is basically, again, is just doing certain things that are thoughtful that would take the load off of your mate. If you know, like your wife or your husband, they're coming in and they just had a long day at work.
Run the bubble bath.
Exactly.
I did that before.
You have, babe.
Mm-hmm.
You have. He has. For him, making sure the kids are asleep when dad come home, or making sure something is clean before dad. The house is clean before dad come home.
You have done that.
Making sure dinner is ready.
Yep.
Making sure that the kids ate, making sure he ate. Those are things that we're supposed to do, but some things it's also making sure it's taking the load off of your meat.
Right.
So I think that's another love language. Some people just may stick to doing the words of affirmation, or you may just be one of the people that's just physical touch of your love language, or it may be your love language is spending quality time. Again, for me being at home watching my documentaries, or Dante just sitting home with me. I
watch Avatar.
Yes. Now, everybody that knows me know I am not a anime cartoon type of person. Maybe that was back in the day. I met Dante. I knew nothing about Avatar. Learned everything about Avatar.
Check it out.
Yes. And now recently we started watching the special on Netflix.
Yep.
So for me, he knows that I'm not into that, but he wants me to be able to watch this with him, and I did. We binge watched it. He fell asleep, but I was still up watching it.
Yeah, I mean, because I knew the story already, so.
So, I mean, certain things like that, just basically being, doing things with your husband, and it still all comes down to what?
It all comes down to the love languages, right?
But it also, even with the love languages, everything still gets brought back to communication, and understanding. Communicating to your partner the things that you want
and need.
And you do this in the beginning for those that are not married.
Yes.
Because if you want your marriage to flourish,
if you want that relationship to flourish, right, you gotta be transparent and vocal in your want and needs. And initially, just last week, I was like, "What? That sounds crazy," but I get it. Right? Because at the end of the day, this is the only way to make things work. You have to be vulnerable, and you have to be transparent in your wants and needs.
Yeah. You told me you wanted to be held or you want to be touched.
Yep.
That was something that you...
And you know what? I was terrified to say that.
Yeah.
I was scared. I was like, I'm not going to tell her that, because then she might think I've been doing something else or stepping somewhere else. But at the end of the day, you was like, "Oh, really, babe? I'm sorry. I felt like," and you was transparent, and we talked about it. And next thing you know, I'm getting rubs, and it felt good. It really do.
Right. I mean, that's what makes the relationship last longer.
Yeah.
Even with it again, communicate with everything. Communicating if it's certain. Again, you guys. Positions of sexual positions. I got to get into it, because again, this
sexual positions.
Yeah, maybe there is a position that you may not like when we do.
Okay.
When we do, right. You communicate that with your partner.
Okay.
Because then sex becomes boring. Or if you want to sit up there and add some spice into it, again, like we said it earlier, let your partner know the things that you want and you need if you want your relationship to work out. If it's things that you don't let things that happen and it's like you sweep it under the rug, because that's another thing. Like,
yeah,
that's how things really mess up. If you sweep things under the rug and then something may happen, like the littlest thing may happen,
it'll build up underneath the rug. And
oh my God! And then everything that you sweep underneath the rug, it comes out, and then
literally, it's like a bombshell.
Woo!
I mean, and don't be afraid to chime in with us. We're not professional therapists or relationship experts.
We really just tell you guys how we lasted long
and how we perceive things in certain lights.
Yes.
So, at the end of the day, chime in with us. Let us know what you think, how you feel, and do you agree or disagree with something that we might have said?
Right. Because we're
human.
Even though we're human, and even though we've been together, I'm gonna keep saying it, like 13 years, I think we've been, we've been together for that long, or married that long. I can't even, like, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time,
but we still keep learning about each other.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why, again, counseling was good for us, because we got to learn so much more about each other, and we're still learning, we're still growing, and we love each other more and more each day. So just basically, just to end that segment off,
yes ma'am,
continue with communication and your love languages with your partner. Let them know how you feel. Let them know if there's one of the love languages that we stated tonight in the episode. Go in the comments. Let us know if that's something that you do with your partner,
right?
Or if it's something that you don't do,
or if you want to add your own your own love language,
let us know.
Because it's no such
it's so
thing.
many different love languages.
As a wrong one,
right?
Yeah, it's all up to you. It's your preference.
And then, if it's something that you haven't tried, maybe try it. See if that works out for you with you and your partner. But let us know either way.
Yeah. So can I just say one thing before we end this?
Yes.
Thank everyone, for tuning in. Because you guys are awesome. I appreciate you.
Yes.
Definitely appreciate you.
These drinks is good. The vibe is good.
Babe, get the candle, babe.
Wait, you still doing shout outs, but shout out to everyone that Stereotype Radio. Shout out to everyone that's in the chat right now, chatting with us. Yes. Continue to subscribe, and share on YouTube.
Don't be afraid to write.
Yeah, let us know any questions, because we coming up with those trips, y'all. Keep your eye out on Instagram. We coming up with those trips. We try to go to Kalahari as a group. Yeah. We try to book a trip somewhere.
Kalahari is real.
Yeah, Kalahari is real, y'all. So
I'm with that.
Let us know.
And what's your plans for? You got any plans for this weekend or coming up soon?
I don't know. It's my sister's birthday this week, so we probably definitely gonna do something this weekend.
Okay. So. Well, my boy is in town.
Yes.
Shout out to my guy.
Yeah, we ain't gonna say his real name on here, but definitely he know who he is.
Yeah, shout out to my guy and his beautiful wife. They came down from out of town. And at the end of the day, we here.
Yeah, so thanks everybody for tuning in with us tonight
for
another episode of Love, Marriage, and Travel
podcast. See you next week.